what was once a personal yearning for home has been mass-produced, refined into a design language used to comfort users in alien digital spaces. Corporations have weaponized nostalgia, not as memory, but as aesthetic. Think of Instagram's film filters or the Fox, wood-grain textures on early Mac OS icons. These are not about authenticity. They're psychological shortcuts, triggering emotional familiarity without asking us to dig into real history. The paradox is that this manufactured nostalgia often feels more real than reality itself. We trust pixelated film grain because it looks like something we remember from childhood photo albums or late night TV static. It's a lie dressed as truth, and in doing so, it makes the digital world feel less alien. This is the power of nostalgia as design, not just to sell things, but to make estranged systems feel like home.
Modern packaging is a convergence of sustainability, smart technology, and consumer psychology designed not only to protect products, but to communicate brand values and reduce environmental.
In a world of algorithms and automation, corporations have found an unexpected tool: memories. The clean lines of mid-century design were once about progress, but are now repurposed as symbols of warmth and authenticity. They're not there to evoke the past so much as to bypass alienation in digital environments. This aesthetic is never really nostalgic. It's a branding trick, a shortcut to trust. This isn't about remembering. It's about mining the past for emotional currency. The mid-century look is no longer a reference point. It's raw material for brandings. Every soft button and warm color aims to make the digital feel familiar, even if that familiarity was never real in the first place.
An urgent new warning about artificial intelligence. ABC's Sophie Flay has more on why one expert predicts AI will erase half of entry-level white-collar jobs in the next 5 years.
One of the biggest names in artificial intelligence is warning the technology is about to, quote, test who we are as a species. Dario Amodei, CEO of AI company Anthropic, warns the government and tech companies are underestimating the dangers of the bad actors using technology.
We have a new human being, and that's Chris Potter of Memetics Corporation, a new synthesizer, the Yamaha DX100, and a new computer, the Commodore Amiga.
In 1983, musicians using early MIDI sequencers discovered a paradox. Digital music felt sterile and lifeless, no matter how technically perfect it was. So engineers built something called humanization into the software. Tiny randomized fluctuations in timing and velocity designed to mimic human imperfection. This wasn't about making machines better. It was about convincing us that they were just like us. Humanization and the illusion of touch. During this archival segment, We hear from pioneers in digital audio who describe how they weren't trying to make machines more human. They were trying to stop us from seeing them as alien. The idea was simple. If you could trick your ear into thinking a computer generated beat had soul, maybe it would feel less like a machine and more like an instrument. This illusion of agency is now baked into everything from chatbots that pretend to be confused by questions to AI art tools that make mistakes. Today's algorithms go further. They don't just imitate human quirks, they exploit our psychological reflexes to trust what looks authentic, even when it isn't real. A chatbot might pause for a beat before responding, or an AI poem generator may insert grammatical errors that mirror the mistakes of beginning writers. The result is an arms race between detection and simulation. The more we learn to spot fakes, the better they get at hiding them.
Modern packaging does more than wrap and hold and conceal. Stunning in color, ingenious in design.
What happens when we can't trust time itself? When history feels like a loop, and every new day looks suspiciously like yesterday's throwback filter. Our world is designed around the illusion of continuity, and to create it, they mine memory for comfort. The problem: we're not using nostalgia as a way to remember. We're using it to predict, not by looking backwards, but by pretending we've already been here before. The future will be designed in the past tense. Every interface, every social platform, they start by looking like they already existed. This is not about authenticity, but control. In a world where AI rewrites culture faster than we can adapt, corporations use nostalgia as a kind of psychological scaffolding. It's a built-in trust system. You don't doubt what seems familiar. Nostalgia becomes a form of historical hallucinations. We live in what Barthes called that. Has been, even if it never really was. It's not just that the past is being sold to us. The future, too. Every version of tomorrow we're shown is already yesterday. This isn't about memory. It's about managing the terror of change with a curated sense of de-age.